This is what fills Iowa's countryside. But for this 1 week, bikes, not corn, fill the landscape.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yesterday was beautiful. We rode on a trail.
How nice it is just to get out in the open country, sweet corn.
Thousands of riders flock to the Hawkeye State, braving the heat to conquer the climbs, enjoy the sights, and invade the small towns along the way.
No cell phone, no computer, no work. Coming to these random towns with a bunch of people, everybody's just having a great time.
This year, I'm one of them, somewhere in this herd. I use the hill to take a breather and get some advice from a veteran of the road.
Perseverance and patience.
Perseverance and patience.
Yes, patient. Sometimes you have to walk through the towns. Sometimes you can ride through the towns, but take your time. It's not a race. Have fun.
Before I know it, the hill flattens out and the pack is back on the saddle. So I am too, and loving every minute of it. The route takes us up hills, down valleys, and really everywhere in between.
Go on an adventure. It's great.
And for a few more days, corn will need to take a back seat to bikers.
Hard to believe the week almost halfway over for those RAGBRAI riders.
Already, this is day 3 of the ride across the state of Iowa, and our CBS 2 crew is in Boone, which is the 3rd overnight stop of this week-long trek. Brian Scott is live in the middle of all the fun with a little extra ink on his body. Brian, we're hearing about this tattoo that has taken your toughness level way, way up several notches.
Oh yeah, I've got street credit now, Jack, let me tell you. We're going to get to that here in just a second. But we're here in Boone. As you said, it's one of the many cities in Iowa very much built on the railroads here. But today it looks like it's all for the bikes. They have been rolling in nonstop now for hours. Thousands of bicyclists on RAGBRAI. And today we wanted to show you our journey to get here to Boone. But unfortunately, about halfway through that journey, or fortunately I should say rather, we ran into a bit of an adventure of our own. When my photojournalist Scott and I pulled into Churden around 11, we had a simple goal: find our live truck. But that proved kind of tough in the small town filled with RAGBRAIers. We now have been walking a very sweaty about half-mile in the RV trying to find the truck still. I think we're getting close. We checked this out. We've clearly found the riding route. But you can't walk through a RAGBRAI stop without having a little fun. After all, there's a lot to see everywhere you look. That is the trash of RAGBRAI right there. And a lot of interesting characters to meet. We even made some new friends from Manning who wanted to, let's say, welcome us into their group.
Hey, let's get the news guy getting a tattoo. Yeah!
That's right. So my other new friend, Ted, shaved me.
You have audio on here too?
We do have audio.
Uh-oh, I'll be nice.
Wow. And hooked me up with a brand new tat. Just the first of several today. Scott even got in on the fun.
That's so cute, really. Look here. That'll give me a tear in my eye. Right there.
But after a nearly hour-long walk and a lot of food, that's a good cookie, and fun along the way, we found Kelly and Aaron just in time.
Hey,
got new ink.
Tattoo.
Check out my ink. Yep. To show off our new look live at noon. And as I said, here it is. It's still here. That is just the first of a couple. We also got hit there and a few other places today. They're loving tattooing me for some reason, but we're going to tell you some of the stories of some of these other tattoos a little bit later into the day and introduce you to some of the great riders on this route who are making this thing a lot of fun for us. Jack, Tiff?
Those are some big pipes you're sporting there too, Brian. I think you're getting kind of buff during this whole week out there on RAGBRAI.
Have you seen the gym? I think it's that way. Never mind.
Oh, Brian, too much fun.
good.
Hey, lift up those sleeves too. You're getting one of those farmer's hands there with the polo on.
I know. It's a serious RAGBRAI consequence, unfortunately.
Don't you love the anchors sitting in the cold studio giving you a hard time right now?
Yeah, we're 100 degrees out here, by the way, so enjoy that AC.
And you're doing great. Can't wait to see the next story. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
After a while, all the bikes tend to kind of blend together. But there's one set of wheels that really stands out.
It's been a long time in planning.
This isn't the first RAGBRAI for Blake Anderson, but it is his first on a skateboard. It's a relatively smooth ride today, The beginning of the week, though, a different story. On his first day, only about 10 miles in, he ends up in a ditch.
I got kind of boxed in on a downhill, and it was either sort of crash into the bikes in front of me and take them out or dive into the ditch. So I just went into the ditch instead.
He's got the battle wounds to prove it.
There's about a $50 size scrape out of my hand.
That didn't stop him. Though the 450-plus mile trek is definitely taking a toll.
Definitely the uphills, which I think even the bikers will tell you is the hard part. Lots and lots of pushing. I try to switch up every mile or so, and then when I'm going up the hills, it's every few steps I switch feet. Otherwise, one or the other leg is just going to get extremely tired, or really big muscles on one part of your leg or something.
Blake's not alone on the course. Although he's never seen him, there is another guy on a board. And the riders, those on the bikes, seem to love it.
Everybody's been really great. They've been cheering me on and having a great time.
With just a few more days to go, it looks like Blake and his board will have no problem riding to the end.
I knew that it was going to be extremely difficult. I came into it hoping to finish, and now I'm really optimistic. So it's about what I thought it would be.
3 days of riding now behind them.
With the bikes parked and the tents pitched, the RAGBRAI celebration is in full swing tonight. The town is Boone. Let's go to Brian Scott, our Minister of Partay, as we call him. He's there joining us live. And Brian, how's it heating up there tonight?
Jack, I'm loving that nickname, first of all. That is dead on. But anyway, it's definitely a hot one out here. If you can't tell, we're even getting a little tired out here, but hey, we ain't quitting yet. This party's still going out here as all the RAGBRAI riders really kick back, really enjoy themselves, enjoy the music as well. But as I told you a little bit earlier, they've actually been enjoying themselves, some of them, all day long, because for many, the party began way before the bike route even ended. Some took time to have some lunch in Churton Tuesday. Others took a quick nap before getting back on the bike. But hidden behind several huge grain bins. Hey guys, how's it going? One of RAGBRAI's most exclusive and oldest parties rages on.
I've been doing this for 25 years.
Kurt Olson and his friends were one of the first to bring a full-size bus onto the RAGBRAI route nearly a quarter-century ago. Since then, the bus has changed very little, only enough to keep her running.
She's still running. We put a new engine in. It's like a race car engine.
And the party has only grown.
We used to ride RAGBRAI, and it was all about meeting people and getting together. And we decided to get a few of our friends together and have a few beers and have a good time.
Now that group of friends comes from around the world, people they've met through the years. They even got sponsored by Corona to keep everyone hydrated. And they're even letting us on Team Cockroach for the day, as this one-time-a-year legend rages on. And Team Cockroach was just one of many groups to tattoo us into their crew today. We received several, I guess you could say, war marks throughout the ride on RAGBRAI today. But we had a lot of fun with them. They put on a great party. They were actually telling me, believe it or not, the youngest person in that crew, or so they tell me, is 21. The oldest person, 63 years old, and still biking RAGBRAI after 25 years. Those guys, they really know how to do it. Jack, Tiffany?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So, Brian, it looks like their bus is just sort of a support vehicle. It comes along, they party in it, and then they camp traditionally like everybody else?
Yep, it sounds like some of them camp out of the bus, but not all of them. Keep in mind, once you get in those buses, there is no air conditioning in there. Then again, there isn't in the tents either, so they may kind of be up a creek either way, I guess, so to say.
It's a long, sweaty week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hey, you go get some sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to. I think I need some.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks,
Brian.
guys.
It's not a true RAGBRAI without some battle wounds.
It's inevitable. With thousands of riders crammed into the same road, crashes are common on RAGBRAI. Rachel Stoltz, well, she fell going up a hill.
I took a tumble going up a hill. Couldn't get my foot out of the clip.
And without the help of these guys, she'd be out of luck and out of the ride. But it wasn't just Rachel. We noticed that this booth is always packed.
Get me squared away, and they're happy to keep rolling, and we're happy to keep them rolling, yeah.
I can't keep riding if it doesn't get fixed.
Inner tubes,
broken spokes, and then with the hills that we've had in the first couple days, front derailleur shifting has been a big thing, big request.
Anything can happen, but it doesn't have to slow them down, because just like the riders, the fixer-uppers go from town to town. And boy, are they a welcome sight for many.
It's not your usual Monday in Manning.
Oh, that feels so good.
I'm hitting all the spots then?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
As the riders of RAGBRAI take a break, and some take a drink, it means big business for the small town.
On a typical Monday, I wouldn't even be here yet.
Jeff Whitey White's bar even had to turn down customers due to overcrowding.
It's been a slow summer, so this definitely will help.
Up the street at the pharmacy, they're busy soothing the pains of a 60-mile ride.
You can, a ton of 1,500 that has, 10,000 extra customers that come through is always going to be a boost to the economy.
But riders from Cedar Rapids,
As the week goes on, it gets so much better.
to Iceland say they're glad to be a small-town stimulus.
Oh, big time, yeah. It's some of the best folk in the country.